Hey yo, it's J to the A, D to the A. Welcome to my little corner of heaven. I hope y'all doing all right, all good, and all of that jazz. Very nice to have you in my little corner of heaven right now. I want to explain a dream that I had that I'm pretty sure came from Mother Water because of the day that I had the dream and because there's a water element in the dream. During these days, I had a bunch of dreams, like literally a bunch of dreams. So I'm gonna hop right into it. I was with an ex friend in my dream, and I was flying with them. Like I was flying beside them, and it was very much a video game looking esque. It was giving me very much Sonic, very much Super Mario Brothers. Yes. It was giving that. We were flying and we were flying over water, but in the water it had like this straight line of stones. Like if I could stop flying, I could stand on it type shit. And it's like I could see myself, but I was also in my point of view at the same time. Very dual and very interesting. I'm sorry if you don't get it, just stick with me. So I basically can see myself, but I'm in my point of view as I'm seeing myself at the same exact time. And I'm beside ex-friend and we're flying. So my ex-friend was like expressing their karmic cycles. And I was like, speaking power into them. I'm not going to go too deep into the logistics of everything. This is probably going to be a short video because I ain't going to go too deep into it. Just because I don't want their identity exposed, just because I'm not cool with somebody, just because I don't, not even not cool with somebody, just because I choose to forward my life without certain people there. And anybody, friends and family alike, doesn't mean that I hate them or I send them evil eye or I want something bad to happen to them or type shit like that. Like, I'm just not that type of person, especially in my field of frequency. Like, I just will not do that. So, yeah, so I was basically talking them up and I wanted to say a quote that we all know, birds just get thrown out the nest and you're expected to just fly, right? Or you hit the ground. And I know a lot of people listening to this can relate to that because I know I do. I know a lot of people are spoon fed, whether they realize it or not. And I'm not just talking about, oh, they're rich. No, no, no. I'm talking about all areas and any areas of life. A lot of people that could be listening to me right now has experienced downfalls, and not just one, and not just two, and not just three, and not just four, and not just five, but more areas than that. Downfalls and more areas than that. I know y'all feel me, right? Right? It's sometimes that we were doing everything absolutely perfect, as perfect as we could be, quotation marks around that, as perfect as we could be, and our lives were just shitted on, quotation marks, for character development. And although it's hard, I don't regret it because it's allowed me to gain awareness in a world full of sheeps and sheep pretending like they wolves. But you really sheep. So just remember that as I continue to explain this dream. So I'm flying with this person in the air, and there's a gift box above them. And I didn't know at the time who the gift box belonged to. I just know it was a gift box like above us, above them while we're flying. And I can see in first person and in third person at the same time. I'll repeat. So we're flying and I'm speaking logic into them and they're telling me about their problems and stuff. And, I'm giving them the answer and stuff like that. So we stop flying and we basically come to a stopping point on one of the rocks that's in the middle of the water, right? They're kind of like stepping stones. We can use that figuratively, if you are trying to decode this dream. Well, I already know what dream mean, but just for your own comprehensive purposes. So we stopped at the stone, right? Gift box still there. And there's a scuba diver man, right? Like a SpongeBob SquarePants old school scuba suit deep diver, like the metal janks. Like, yeah, one of them. And there's this sailor being, and he was humanoid, but like as I think on the dream, he wasn't really human. Like he was small. Like he looked like he could be on a cartoon, like on Popeyes or something. Like he was like a caricature, but he didn't give me a bad vibe. He didn't give me a bad vibe. But that could be me because just how I am. I'm not going to get distracted easily by much. I told ex-friend, home is there. Where you're supposed to be is there. Use home, figuratively speaking. Like, I don't know what their home was, but with the other words that I was saying to them, I felt like home meant where you're meant to be based on your higher self and where you could be if you stayed on the path of, aligning with your higher self. And shit ain't gonna be perfect all the time, right? Shit ain't gonna be perfect all the time. Sometimes we go through karma and sometimes that karma circle back just so the universe will know that we know better. So the universe and the most high frequency can continue to trust us with blessings on blessings on blessings. So I said, ex-friend, that's your path. And I pointed forward. I was like, home is that way. And they were like, okay. And for some reason, I like disappeared and like flew away. It's still first person, but now I was watching them and I wasn't by them anymore. So it's the scuba man, and the scuba man, he wasn't saying, hey, do this. Hey, listen to Jada. He was just there silent. The scuba man didn't say anything. He was just there chilling. Now, the sailor man, I do not know what they were talking about. I do not know what ex-friend and the sailor man was talking about. But it was like they were negotiating something, right? And she wasn't sad. And the sailor man didn't look evil. Like they were just negotiating something. Like I don't know what it was, but they was just negotiating something. So I'm watching them and the gift box is not there no more. Like the gift box is gone. The gift box is gone. I can't see. The gift box is no longer on this person once I am not around them in the dream. So the sailor being was, and it's male, like gives me masculine vibes the way it appeared to me, but it was very short, y'all. Like it was a short, but it wasn't a child. It was like a humanoid creature. Like the sailor person thing, persona. Was negotiating with ex-friend, and ex-friend it looked like they were distraught or like they were scared or anything, but ex-friend agreed to let sailor chain their ankle up. And to me, I look at that as like temptations and karmic cycles, as me not being in a dream state. But being in a dream state, I was just watching. So when he chained ex-friend's ankle up, ex-friend was like, now I don't want to say ecstatic, but they were like pleased. Like, when you starve and you finally get some food and you like, ah. Or like, when your fucking body hurt and you finally get in the shower or something, and you just like, ah. Like it's almost like a high. Like it was like that, right? But it was like when the high quotation mark came down, they tried to get up and fly again. But it was a ball connected to the chain. So when ex-friend tried to fly, the chain rolls off the rock and falls into the water. And bloop, ex-friend just bloop in the water. bubbles. They're gone. Oh my goodness, I just got a download. Okay, so the sailor thingy, it being short and like still being a sailor, I feel like the sailor represents something that could be small to me. Like it could be small to me because of how far I am on my journey, but it's so detrimental. So because it's so small to me, right? Because I know that it's detrimental, but I know that it's small because it's something that's not gonna distract me or something that I have to worry about it and give me a vibe. But to the next man, to my ex friend, the sailor man was very detrimental because it tied a fucking chain and iron ball to ex friend's ankle and ultimately was the cause of ex friend's demise. So I say all of this and I summed up the dream to mean sometimes whether you want somebody to stay in your life or not, or whether you just want to see if your energy is really feeding people that's not doing what they really are meant to do with it. Like people will mimic you and people will mirror you, and not in a good way, because I do talk about mirroring and how it's helpful and how a lot of people we meet are mirrors, but some people will literally take on your persona and get high off it and use it as a clutch. They will take your love and they will need to be reminded what to do every single day because their discipline is weak and their resistance to distractions and temptations is barely there. And it's not disrespect to people who like make mistakes and who are stuck in karmic cycles because we've all been there. But people carry knowledge and the persona of being woke, quotation marks, but you had no direct source to the divine. Your direct source to the divine was cloudy. And it was so cloudy that you made a decision like that. I was your direct source. I was your North Star. And you know how you know something, but it really took a lot for my spirit guides and Mother Walter to be like, let me show you again. Because you know, but you need to know. And you need to know that it's not just this person, and it's not just you affecting people's lives in a great way, and it's not just you helping people who want to be awakened. It's you. Yes, it's you being a catalyst for people's growth, but it's like, sorry, I'm a little lost for words. I'm trying to put in the best words possible. It's like, step away from people and see. And I'm not saying just be like, fuck you, I don't want to be friends with you, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm saying. Anybody and everybody, step away from them and see if they are dependent on you. Like, legitimately. Because that means, sorry to tell you, but codependency means you were charging them up. Your soul is big. Your soul is not small. Your soul is not the size of your heart. Your soul is giant. Your auric field is humongous. So whatever is resting in your auric field, whatever you're giving energy to, whatever is pushing and pulling, because you know polarity, on your energy, whatever your energy is feeding on, whatever your energy is feeding, you feel what I'm saying? See who's taking advantage of that in a codependent way. Because it's crazy. Step away from them. Just go ghost for a little bit. Say, hey, I want to work on this project. hey, I don't want to stay on the phone all the time. I just want to. I can only talk to you twice a week for the next couple of howevers. Step away and see if the knowledge that you think they're downloading, the knowledge that you think they understand, they might could think they understand, but they actions and the fruit that they bear is really going to show what they actually get integrated into their lifestyle. Right? Especially to people who have like a spiritual platform. Like, step away from some people and see if you wasted your breath. If you were just their pillow to cry into so they can feel some type validation. Step away from them folks, because to me, when I see that, especially in a dream sense, when I see that, it's like, damn. Especially in a world like this, it's like, damn. And it's not me feeling bad. It's me saying, that's your loss. But it's like, damn, I'm not in a place that you take me seriously. So according to who your lower self wants to be and how your lower self thinks someone should be to take seriously, I'm just not that. So you didn't take me seriously. Clearly, what I said went through one ear and out of the other. For multiple reasons, it could be, but I found that that's the main one. That's the main one, especially when it's people in your direct day-to-day life. Especially when people be like, oh, they're telling me about this, but they have this problem, they have this problem, they have this problem. Man, I don't get up on YouTube saying that I done figured everything out. Even people that I just, bounce ideas off of, I'd be like, I'm not finna talk about it until I get clarification on the download that I already got. Oh, I got so many downloads, I'm still not gonna talk about it till I have a dream. Oh, I found out all this stuff, I'm still not gonna talk about it until I'm working really hard to integrate it into my, being, or unless it's already integrated into it. Really step away from these people and see if they really have vibrational, and see if they're really trying. So I'm not saying, oh, I got caught up and I fucked up, because sometimes it happens, bro. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for listening. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully that wasn't too much to explain. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.